apparently, if you worship Keys, you told us that was Keys, right?
What did you do?
No, he doesn't know the name. He doesn't know the name. You didn't tell him the name.
Oh, did you tell?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did not say the
okay,
name.
alright.
What are you talking about?
Wait, have I ever heard of it in cursing from the streets or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You dummy.
Right. Thank goodness.
Oh my God.
It would have been so much fun if I
so
actually
excited.
said it. No, it would have been so much fun if I accidentally said it, because, like, it's the kind of thing I would do. Because I'm not that superstitious. I'm not a mage. I haven't read the books. It's just what I've heard on the streets.
I'm like, well, this symbol matches.
It's all fun and
And
games.
this is the voice that's been telling me in my mind
in
to
the
get
sack.
out of here.
It's in the sack.
It's
yeah.
in the sack.
Oh well.
We don't touch it.
But
I know that that's the
But
symbol.
if I start hearing it's like,
Say my name.
I'll say my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
I know, right?
Da-da-da-da-da.
It's like, Keys is also a rapper. Alright,
Well, left
what
or
do you
right.
make of this?
Or down. It's just a story.
We could become dragons.
Yeah, for sacrificing people, you willing to take away the life of another, all for your own personal gain?
Look, I'm all for gathering gold, but I don't want any of that.
It's all fun and games.
Being a
until you
dragon
see
might not even
hell.
be great.
Like, do you, and I'm
I mean,
not
you
a
can't spend your
superstitious sort,
gold
but,
on anything. So, whatever.
and perhaps Jovan might know more about this kind of thing, but if this horde is gold that was used in a ritual to turn sacrifice beings into, like, fueling the transformation into a quaternary of dragon worshippers or whatever, do you think that the horde is safe?
They look around at each other, and the dwarves go, "Huh, that's a good question. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not leaving here without getting something." And the other dwarves nod and agree. And Anson goes, "Yeah, I mean, if the gold is cursed, we can always get it blessed." And they look over appealingly at Jovan.
Well, it takes some time and a lot of effort, but I suppose it's possible.
Alright, then let's press forward.
Drothus and Thordhelt nod to each other and go, "Yeah, which way?" And Thordhelt stops for a moment and goes, if I may remind everybody about the spider webs outside to the left,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
I
That
suggest we
powers.
make our way to the right.
I like your thinking, Thornhill.
That's great.
There's a
However,
reason you have your tongue.
might I also make another observation? That, and granted, I'm just a kid. I don't have this great experience with gold unless you smell it in the other tower, but this is the primary tower. If I were a great dragon god, I would choose the tallest, biggest, hardest tower in which to store my gold.
The other dwarves
And-
look at each other and Greg goes, there are stairs going down.
Yes, my point exactly. And
Yeah, let's
do
investigate.
you know
this
how
tower
big a
first.
horde would have to be to fill up 3 stories of tower?
It's true.
Yeah. I still don't know how we're gonna get like any significant amount of gold.
When I went in, I was like, yeah, how do we carry it out? It's like,
I've
you find-
already decided in my mind that if we have the option to go gold or gems are worth more, so we take the gems.
Yes. You find
Right.
40 gold coins, each gold coin the size of a small house. It's like-
Yes. The
It's
tower is just tower-lined layers of cold coin.
yeah, like each one is actually a giant coin that's like this disc. So, I suggest we go down the stairs in this tower first before we go off to those
Yeah,
like random
let's do
tiny
that.
towers.
Well, which way? The dwarves look at each other.
Well, isn't there just the one staircase there going down?
But they're like, we're not certain we all want to do that. And Thordhelt looks back before everybody, and Drothus goes, "Well, why not take a vote? There's
Yeah,
7
I
of
mean,
us."
we definitely shouldn't split up,
Yes. Yes.
but
I would much prefer to explore the outer reaches before going to the main horde. I don't want to be surprised by anything.
Thordhelt goes, "I agree," and Ensign goes, "As do I."
I see your points, but you do not rush to the golds.
I mean,
Make sure it's
I don't
safe
really
first.
mind either way.
you see,
I'll abstain.
I will of course defer to my elders.
You can't abstain. That makes it uneven.
That makes it even.
That makes it even.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
They're
right.
separate.
Even makes it even.
The dwarves, not the
He
commons.
knows what he knows what he wants. He just doesn't mix up the math terms.
I will of course defer to my elders, but you see, in the thieving business, you do go to the gold first and get out as quickly as you can. The more time you linger in the premises of the owner, the worse things are usually for you. So if this was a normal operation, I go grab the gold and get out.
Well, fine. And Thorheld goes, well, then, in that case. And he makes his way out of the elevator and over to the stairway.
Oh, Lord.
Might I remind you all, where would the owner of this hoard be?
And he begins sniffing around the stairwell. Nothing
Oh,
happens
he's
to him
just-
when he walks
he's
over.
checking it out.
And he sniffs down the stair. He goes, yeah, Uratog. And he swears. And he goes, I can smell some gold down below.
Some or a lot?
Certainly not as much as what we smelled upstairs, but we didn't find anything in the upper rooms.
Oh, how
Interesting.
odd.
He said it was as if it was wrapped up in a sack.
But you smelled it more strongly up there,
Yeah.
and less so down here.
Was that because of the domes on the top?
And the dwarves all kind of nod to each other. Yeah. Different kind of gold. That stuff's inlaid. This was pure coin.
Huh.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe this is a key.
I am a bit...
That's why it's on a map. It's the key.
Is it possible to hide a hoard invisibly in a room that you cannot see?
The dwarves shrug and they go, we would have bumped into it, right?
Well, perhaps, but dragon magic must be even more powerful than human magics, or elven magics, or dwarven magics.
I hope that's not the case. Then we've probably got no hope of finding it. Except for our dragon translator.
Oh.
I have an idea. We need to explore the tower first. Then
Alright.
return to the top.
Alright, so you guys want to head down the stairs?
The central tower?
Yeah.
I'd much prefer to do the one far from the spiders.
Well, do you want to take a vote then?
Having heard from the others, I still stick with my original vote, but if the three elders who have chosen the smaller tower have agreed and are still of that belief, then I will concur with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do
I
you-
mean, let's just go somewhere.
Oh, somewhere.
Smaller tower.
Smaller
then.
tower
It
is
is.
fine.
Smaller
by me.
tower? Alright.
Certainly.
I mean, okay. So you agree to smaller tower and they go, alright. Okay.
Do we smell more gold that way?
Yeah.
And Thorheld goes over and goes, and he looks back and he goes, yes, I can smell some gold. Give me a personality check.
Uh-oh.
What?
Is that the equivalent of sense motive?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a 21.
Thorheld is lying.
He does not want us to go downstairs, but he's using this to... Would his other companions know about this?
They haven't gone over there and smelled it.
Okay.
Thorheld, is there something you want to tell me? Or is there some reason you don't want to go investigate the center tower?
Wait, are you? He's smelling the smaller tower, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's smelling that the walkway.
Mhm.
And Anston walks over and goes, what do you... And he sniffs and he goes, Thorheld, there's no gold over this way. And Thorheld goes,
Exactly.
look,
Do you know something we don't?
sometimes I get these senses. And the other dwarves kind of look at him quizzically. And he goes, whatever my abilities are, sometimes it allows me to sense vast stores of magical energy or magical knowledge in that regard. It's not very unlike our ability to smell gold. I just smell magic instead, and it interests me. And there's a whole lot of magic coming from that direction.
Are you saying magic like scrolls that the paradigms would want? That kind of magic?
He shrugs.
In the
Could
smaller
be.
tower?
Yeah, perhaps if we can find their skull over there, we can.
Well, I mean, that's not less valuable than gold.
Nah, that's more
Indeed.
valuable.
Yeah.
If anything. Plus, this is your bailiwick, so I say Jovan and I take a step back, and you and our friend Merek take the lead here now.
He's,
Yeah,
This is
sir.
now your world.
He scratches his head and goes, I mean,
Yeah.
if everybody's in agreement.
Let's
Of
do it.
course.
Oh, yeah,
Let's go.
of course.
But I don't want to take the lead.
Yeah, you're taking a lead.
So Thorheld turns around and heads off
Oh.
on the bridge,
Yeah.
going out to the
Yeah,
going
cool.
out to the right tower.
Yeah.
I presume Jovan and I will follow right behind because you two are connected.
And then I'm behind them.
yeah.
All right. So the other dwarves follow for a bit and follow with you guys. So you walk along the sky bridge and you can see that every couple of places there are just cut out openings for windows, so you can look out onto the.
And it's all
lake
stone,
beneath.
right?
Yeah, it's all stone.
Okay.
And as you get to the far end of it, you can see that there is a wide set of double door, there's a wide set of double doors, with a very obvious keyhole in them. And Thordhelt makes his way up to the door and scratches his beard a bit and he goes, impediment. And he looks up to the door and sniffs it a bit and goes, there's gold in this door too. And magic on it.
Do we, since we now know what we're looking for, are any of those runes on this door?
Yes. Similar, not the same ones that were on the previous door, but they're hidden in the same way.
Merek, any thoughts?
We need a way of.
Thordhelt kind of tests the door a bit, pushes
Oh.
on it, and he goes, it's locked.
If someone were to make this door, they would not have closed it forever. There has to be a way to open it. So, what is on the door? Is there any sort of filigree, decorations,
It's just a simple set of double stone doors with
runes hidden into it?
with the runes hidden into it, and then the keyhole at the very
Oh,
center.
there is a keyhole.
Yeah.
There, yeah. I would volunteer to pick it right away, except if there is a magical trap tied to it. I prefer to see. Is there dispel magic in this world?
There is, but it's a
There
high
is.
level spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a third level spell. Right? Third or is it second?
I think it's third.
I
I don't have
I can never remember.
Uh,
It's a cleric spell too.
does the find traps ability give you any indicator of whether or not those things are linked? Like if I make a successful find traps, could I tell
If you
it's allowed?
succeed at a find traps thing, then yeah, you would know what would set off a trap.
All right, let me at least examine the lock.
Okay.
For something like that.
It's
And-
going to be hard because it's a magical trap.
Sure. So.
You know, is it a D4 of luck?
You can burn it after you roll,
Mm.
before you hear the result.
All right, so I'll roll first and see what happens. Because if it's too low, it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
All right, so find trap. 19.
All right. Yeah, so you can tell that working on the keyhole, you know from previous experience with this, working on the keyhole probably won't set off the trap. Opening
Will.
the doors will.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna try to pick the lock,
Okay.
confidently believing that this is good to go. Pick lock.
Pass.
Oh no, 9.
9. Nope. The lock refuses to yield to you.
Oh. I turn around and go. The lock is difficult. Must be dwarven made.
The door's laughing. I guess we might have to break it down. What about your wind things?
You tried pushing it open, but
Do you still have those?
last 20 minutes.
Okay. They're almost gone.
Okay.
Do they just do win? Can you just go Hadouken?
It's a
Yeah,
blunt,
hurricane
it's blunt
voice.
telekinesis.
Oh. Hey, what about his gauntlet of
Super
Amazo?
dangerous.
I wonder.
Yeah, that's true. You do have
I do have it. but
Here,
I don't know if it would be strong enough to blow
you know
up
these
the door.
locks. Can
Yeah.
you tell me how the tumblers of the lock works?
That's way too intricate.
That's
I mean, I could explain it, but even the explanation when unless you have like crazy thief-like wind powers.
Oh no, I don't. I'm thinking if I do concentrate the force at the lock, maybe I can blow the tumblers all in one direction.
Yeah, but that wouldn't unlock it because the way tumblers work is that they have to be adjusted to a specific set of like heights and widths in order to make them all synchronized.
Yeah.
If you blew them all in
Try
that direction.
pushing it in one last push. It might make the gauntlets go away.
Does that
Just-
does it lose
well,
duration the
they're-
more you use them?
No, I'm just for dramatic effect.
Oh.
I could
Hey,
squeeze out the last bit of them.
I'm only concerned that it might set off the trap.
Need to get to that other side. I need that. I want that magic. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Wait. Let us all get out of potential harm's way. We'll stand
I'm
61
gonna
feet away.
squeeze out the last bit
let's
of
get back a
the
little bit.
remaining
Yeah.
bit of magic and do one big push on the door.
Make a caster check.
That is a 14 plus 3. Yeah, 17.
Alright. You throw the wind force forward and it goes and bangs up against the door, and you hear a mighty. So you didn't break the doors open, but you bent them enough the locking mechanism broke off.
Oh, sweet.
So it goes
Oh, so like the thing in the side.
Yeah, and the door just kind of goes and breaks a bit and open just slightly.
And with
Do
that,
any of the rooms
Nice.
flash or anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
with that, does the wardrobe demand back my gauntlets?
Yep. They fly
They-
back.
The wardrobe appears and they fly into it.
Alright. Is it cracked enough to peek in?
Yeah, you can peek in.
Alright. Burglar time. Peek in.
Within this room, you can see straight ahead of you there is a similar golden cage that looks exactly similar to the one back in the main room, except it's much smaller and obviously only meant to hold one person at a time. On the far back, there is a table with a old musty-looking book on top of it, or more like a pamphlet, and it actually is a pamphlet, and a single set of like an iron claw stand on the table, and then there is a pure crystal orb on top of the iron claw stand. You can't see much more than that through the crack.
Does the pamphlet say, "What can Quist do for you"?
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh no, it's more like it's more like, so you've been wondering about Kiss. It's like the 5 steps of believing in Jesus pamphlet.
Yeah.
It's like,
The
All right.
ABCs of Kissation.
yeah. All right. So the door is just cracked enough to peek through,
Yeah.
and it's dark inside too, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Friends, keep your eyes on the runes. If they start to light up, let me know. And I'm going to start to push the door slightly to make a big enough crack that I might be able to squish through.
Okay, you can push the door enough to the point where you can make a part where you can cross the threshold.
Alright. I'll stick the torch in first. Okay.
You stick your hand across it?
I'll stick the torch in first.
Just the torch?
Yes.
Alright, you can stick the torch in,
Right.
lighting up the room a bit more. The only other thing you can notice is kind of through the corner crack of the door, there seems to be a glint of something metallic over in one corner.
Alright. I would then push my further in, 1 millimeter at a time, keeping my left eye on the door, and if there's even the slightest hint of like glowiness, I am going to dodge out of the way like my life depended on it.
Throw the torch and bring your hand
Alright.
out.
Well, I
So-
won't throw the torch, I'll drag it back out.
You move as soon as like the barest hint of your hand crosses over the threshold, the runes suddenly go.
I pull back immediately.
They die down, but don't burn off.
Does anyone have a rabbit or a bunny or a hamster?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something that has sentience. Why don't we ever bring living things with us to dungeons?
I used
Why
to.
have
My
we never
other
done
character
that?
carried like a pure white rabbit with him everywhere because I wanted to make sure that I had something to sacrifice in case I found any authors sitting around.
Master, I've got a really bad feeling about this door. Like kind of like a deja vu sort of thing.
You mean about?
Thank you, Percival. Yes, it does seem like the same door from before.
No.
where
I mean
passes by
like a maybe like I don't know, like one of my past lives or something. It's weird.
What? What are you talking about, Percival?
Well, I
About
mean-
past lives.
Cats have 9 lives. I don't know which one I'm on, but I assume there were previous ones.
Oh, you haven't even gone past your first, Percival.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, Merek.
Yeah.
Yo, wizard. Can you summon critters?
No. Summon something that's living? Impossible.
I've heard it be done. I heard there
Why
was
would
a
you bring
specialized.
something living into the world? What lives elsewhere? Are you saying I just pull out my wardrobe and have a little like mouse come out?
Yes. In fact, when I was younger, I saw people demonstrating such tricks all the time in the fairs.
Well, I'll tell you what. I
That'd be
can't do
big, just
that.
a little mouse.
I can't. I'll tell you what. It is possible
Can
through magic. Cast magic missile.
Okay.
Targeting the door.
Alright.
You crazy fool.
It's successful. The minimum.
Technically.
But you also know what happens?
What?
Rain of frogs.
Oh. See? That is the best spell effect
The
ever.
magic missiles fly out from you and slam into the door, impacting it.
4 staggers.
4 staggers, yeah. They stick into the door, but don't do much damage.
I was hoping to be frog
But what
daggers.
matters is from the
Yep.
ceiling squeezes like Sweat out of pores. Brackians.
And frogs start dropping from the ceilings while the doors go, what? And outside you can see that falling from the sky are a couple of frogs going past the windows.
I forget. Have we seen this before?
Yeah, you
Once?
have.
Yeah.
You've
I
seen
take
it
a
do
couple
it.
frogs and I toss them
Across.
to the threshold.
Alright. So you throw a frog across the threshold,
Yeah.
and as soon as you do, the runes light up and go, and then a wave of magical energy flows down the hallway.
Ah,
This goes,
shit.
Everybody give me will saves.
Ah, shit.
Okie doke.
Alright, that's a 15.
Oh, I got an 8.
I can choose to burn luck after I see
Jeez,
the roll.
the
right?
dwarves are just good.
Dude, yeah, they're great.
No, there's. Oh my! They rolled the same high number 3 times in a row.
Then I blame your die.
Holy crap!
Oh, 4 times?
Yeah, this is the best I've ever rolled. Like, ever.
Good, it's the dwarves. They need to survive.
I'm not even.
Okay,
Okay.
we need them.
Oh no.
What'd everybody get?
I got a 15.
I got an 8.
I got 3.
You all. Okay, so the magic energy
Wow.
flows over you.
Failed with a 15?
Yep.
God damn.
And the dwarves all made it?
Yeah, the dwarves all made
Oh
it.
my god.
So the magic energy throws over you, and the dwarves like twitch their noses a bit, and they go, "That was weird." You guys suddenly get blown back a bit with the magical energy and fly back across, and they go, "Ah!" And they turn around. You hit the ground a bit behind you, and then there's a sudden like retching sound that comes from somewhere. You guys are like, what's going on? And all 3 of you look in the center of your stomachs,
Oh,
and
no.
out of your stomachs is this like rolling, riveting form that's
Ooh.
starting to come and grow out of the stomach.
Oh my god.
Just
Does
like,
it hurt or does it just seem cool?
oh, it's painful.
Oh, okay.
So like,
God.
Oh no!
as it rolls and rivets and howl at pain, Percival jumps out of your front back and runs away.
Wait, does Percival's stomach roll and roll?
Percival's
Okay.
fine.
Alright.
So suddenly, out of like your
It's a-
stomach, it doesn't tear a hole in your stomach, but it like manifests out of the flesh. Comes a tiny little hand that just juts out of the stomach.
Nice.
And crawling out of all 3 of your stomachs are miniature versions of yourselves.
Yes! I'm so excited.
They seem to be exactly similar to you, except all of them have pallow, thin faces with bags under their eyes. They are wearing your armor. They are wielding your weapons. And as all 3 of them crawl their way out of their stomachs in this painful transformations, the dwarves stepping back horrified.
Are you tiny?
Yeah, they're like about 2 feet tall piece.
Okay.
One of them, Jovan,
As soon as mine forms, I can grab it before I run.
you're in too much pain. to
Oh,
do so.
okay.
As they ride out and pull themselves out, Jovans turns around and goes, and lunges at his throat. All right.
Oh god.
Everybody who did that loses 3 points of stamina for now. And then they lunge at your throat,
Wow.
and we'll roll for initiative and start this combat next week.
Wow. Excellent. Ish.